My name's Katie and I teach on A-level photography at Callowith College, and I also teach photography on the Diploma in Photography and the Diploma in Art and Design. And I'm here to tell you why photography would be an excellent choice for you at Callowith College. So the creative industries, they contribute billions to the UK economy every year, and they're one of the UK's biggest employers. There's a number of fantastic employment opportunities that you can apply your photography skills to, listed here, and more specific photography roles including retoucher, medical photographer, editorial photographer, fashion photographer, the list goes on. And also a lot of our students choose to go into HE between college and their career, and that's something that we can support you with. So foundation project skills building at Callowith. We do studio portraiture, environmental portraiture, street photography, mixed media, personal space, still life, fashion photography, documentary photography, product photography, experimental photography, and fine art photography. We teach you all about exposure and how to use a number of camera formats. And we also teach you all about light and how to utilise it to the best of your ability, because photography is all about light. So creative skills, industry standard equipment, and how we use our facilities as a creative studio. So here's our wonderful dedicated photography space at Callowith where you can roam free. We have a number of Canon cameras for digital output. We use Adobe, so Photoshop Bridge, InDesign, Camera Raw for photo editing. You can use Photoshop to manipulate and enhance your images. We also have a number of kooky cameras such as Pinhole, Holga, Polaroid, and we shoot film, #FilmsNotDead. We have a darkroom, and we have medium format film Bronicas, 35mm SLR film cameras, and you can process your own black and white negatives and print them in our wonderful darkroom facility. And we also do a range of cameraless outcomes in the darkroom, experimental portraiture, solarization, and paper negatives, so negatives to positives. And you can also go into the darkroom and print your own images anytime you want to. We have film scanners if you want to shoot colour film. We have amazing inkjet facility for digital outputs. And we have a fantastic studio which includes lighting such as umbrellas, barn doors, soft boxes, a beauty dish, a range of backdrops where you can create wonderful outcomes like this. So creative learning, problem solving in wide contexts. So what is a photograph and how photography functions socially and culturally? So photography has so many uses and meanings to persuade us to think and feel, and this is something that we look at closely on both of our photography courses. And all of your work will be evidenced through sketchbooks, and within your sketchbooks you will be responding to briefs, researching and analysing. We have a fantastic range of photo books, around 200 on campus that you can use for resources. We also have monthly photography journals and an extensive Moodle resource. So planning, experimenting and problem solving, and reflective recording, evaluating and realising intentions to form a portfolio. These are all transferable skills to a number of roles. So trips and speakers, creative opportunities. We've been to London where we've seen exhibitions such as the fantastic Gursky show. We've been to Berlin a couple of times and seen a range of sites and lovely exhibitions there. And we try to get out to local galleries and on field trips as much as possible. Speakers, our most recent was Will Arnold, who's an alternative photographer and botanist. Robert Darch, award-winning photographer who came in and spoke about his book. And Guy Martin, a documentary photographer who's worked in many war-torn countries, spoke about his experience in the field. So final projects and portfolio. So we ask you to develop a portfolio that aligns with your future progression. We encourage students to develop an online presence as soon as possible. And so Tom, who's going on to do photography at Bristol, so he did a fantastic social documentary project. Shannon went on to do an apprenticeship in retail and merchandising. Her project looked at gendered toys. So Grace went on to do media and communications at Sussex University, and her project really explored photography, pushing the boundaries of photography. Lily's going on to do psychology and hopes to specialise in forensics, and she looked at knife crime for her project. Sarah went on to do press and editorial photography at Falmouth University, and these are her wonderful landscape outcomes. Freedia went on to do midwifery, and she looked at how women are represented in the media. But when she was doing her application, she applied the skills that she'd learnt on photography, such as planning and having to really think on her feet, work as a team, etc. Rhiannon's going on to do photography at Bristol, and her project looked at beauty and the banal. And Holly's going on to do film at the University of Gloucestershire, and she did a fantastic project on sustainability. And you can see the students talking about their experience on A-level photography in another video this week, so do have a look. So creative staff, you may have heard that we're outstanding, and one of the things that Ofsted loved was the fact that many of the creative staff have links to the industry. And here we all are on floor 2, so media, art and photography. And within that set of people there, we've got filmmakers, we've got journalists, photographers, graphic design, illustration, printmaking and textiles industry backgrounds. And you can see all of the lovely feedback that we've had off students recently there as well. So before I became a lecturer, I was a commercial photographer doing events, interiors, editorial and gigs. I still very much have a practice. I like to experiment with alternative photography, making homemade cameras and making outcomes like this. So thank you for listening. Please do have a look at the online prospectus for a breakdown of both of the photography courses. I'm going to leave you with this fantastic quote by Jim Casper, the founder of Lens Culture, on the importance of photography. And please have a look at our @Callywith Photo Instagram page. It's fabulous. Come to Callywith, folks. You'll have a hoot. I absolutely guarantee it. Hope to see you soon.